Hello everyone. Day 991, walking 5 miles per day every single day without exception at age 67 3/4. I was reminded by my friend Brad. Okay, as you can tell from my face, I had an incident yesterday. In fact, I'm going to walk right by the same place shortly. But there's a little piece of metal, probably 1.5 to 2 inches, sticking out of the ground. It's brown. It blends right in. I tripped over it, face planted right into the dirt. I don't know how good I'm going to be talking because I cut this part of my lip on the upside and on the downside. And I'll be quite frank, man, I wore myself out on this one. Now, for all of you that are saying maybe you better stop because you're falling too much, let's put that into perspective. Let's just use the number 900, because I've been trying to do this in my head since I started this morning. So if you take 2 days that I have fallen in 900 days, 99.75% of the time I don't fall. Those odds are in my favor that I'm not going to fall. Okay, these have just been 2 incidences that, quite frankly, you know, the hike had the risk factor in it. The one yesterday did not, and is what it is. The reason it's so bright out here is because I just couldn't get up this morning. I got up at 5:46 instead of 5:30. And it took me quite a while to get ready because I moved real slow. I think I ended up falling on my right shoulder. So even holding this camera is pretty painful, but it is, like I said, it is what it is. So here's the thing. So yesterday I'm walking down the street and I trip and fall. And I'm laying on the ground. Blood, I mean, my face is covered in blood. For those of you on YouTube, I don't have any way to attach that picture. If I had my desktop, I could, but just trust me, from my lip, it was just blood was everywhere on my face. So I was laying on the ground in shock, totally. I immediately got my phone out, flipped the camera around so it faced toward me to see if I knocked any teeth out. Because I did, I face planted, and I just knew I'd knocked some teeth out, but I didn't. I don't have the prettiest teeth in the world, but they're still mine. So while I had the camera on, I went ahead and took a pic of me laying on the ground. And that's the one I've used on TikTok, Facebook, Reels, Instagram, all that. And the comments have been very, very gracious. You know, I haven't had a single soul tell me, well, maybe you ought to think about stopping. It's been just the opposite. Everybody's saying, don't let this stop you, you're too close to 1,000. Don't let this stop you, you're too close to 1,000. I mean, literally hundreds of comments over all media yesterday. Literally. So that just goes to tell me that I am on the right track with this channel, that y'all care enough to comment when I have a faux pas. So anyway, I'm laying on the ground and this woman comes rushing up. She's a bus driver, because this happened right at a bus stop. And she was on the phone calling 911. I said, ma'am, I really appreciate it. I'm fine. I knew I hadn't broken any bones. I wasn't in any pain. I sat up and tried to get my wits to, you know, the signs of concussion, none of that. No broken bones, no sprains, just busted up face. Left wrist matches my right wrist now. I tore up my right wrist on the trail. Now I've got my left wrist tore up from yesterday. So at least they match. You got to find humor in this, folks. So I talked her into canceling the 911 call. She was very, very nice. I hope I see her this morning. But anyway, so I had a decision to make. Was I going to call an Uber or whatever to pick me up because I still had 1.5 miles to go to get back to the hotel. And I said, no. I said, I got to get my 5 miles in. So picture this. I'm walking down sidewalk. I finally found sidewalk. And blood was all over my left arm, all over my face. I don't have any way to wipe it off. For 1.5 miles till I got back to the hotel. Folks, that is the difference of having a Goggins mindset versus an old Paul mindset, because the old Paul would have had a pity party on the side of the road, and he would have called somebody to come pick him up, and he would have sat in that hotel all day yesterday feeling sorry for himself. Now, I did sit in the hotel lot yesterday because all this was fresh. It looks pretty bad, and I just didn't want to go out and sell like that, and quite frankly, I was so sore, I didn't want to. So I made it. I made it 1.5 more miles with blood all over my face, blood running down my arm. I mean, people were passing me on the sidewalk looking at me like freaking Walking Dead type zombies. Looked pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, for those of you that have seen the picture, I mean, it's pretty bad. So you can see the aftermath on my face. Again, it's just, you know, life, whatever life throws you, you got to accept it. And so here I am. I got up at 5:46. I don't think my pace is any slower than it normally is. I'm just being very deliberate with my steps. I'm watching where I put my feet. And that's the way it's going to be. I'm coming up shortly on where I fell yesterday, and I'm actually going to take a picture of that. And if I can figure out a way to, I'll show it to y'all on YouTube when I get back to the desktop, South Carolina next week. But just understand, I am committed to doing this for 1,001 days and more, and nothing is going to stop me. The only thing that's going to stop me is if I drop dead between now and then. And a fallout yesterday is not going to kill me. It's just going to rough me up a little bit. Tore up my hat, but I'm going to throw it in the laundry tomorrow. I have to go to a laundromat. And I think I'm going to keep it and keep wearing it because I think it gives it, you know, the scruffiness gives it a little bit of character. They actually sell hats that have this, you have to pay for this kind of stuff. So if I can get it clean and just have the scruffy, you know, the torn look, I'm game. I'm just going to keep wearing it. I want it to be my badge of honor for being in Arizona, because every time I put it on, I'm going to think of Arizona. So that'll be great. I did get some good news career-wise yesterday. I've got to get on the phone today and see if I can get some good pricing, but got the potential to get 200 stores. So that's good. Because it's been rough out here. I have not been able to crack much out here, but boom, all of a sudden I get a phone call. So there you go. Folks, God is at work here. God put me in Arizona for a reason. God has allowed me to trip and fall twice and get back up. And I think the reason for that is that He wants me to show everyone that takes the time to view my videos that this is what a whatever it takes attitude is. It would have been so easy to stay in the bed this morning and say, okay, I'm too tired, I'm too sore, I'm too banged up. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to talk or not. I didn't even know if I was gonna be able to eat yesterday because it's swollen so much in my face. But I was able to eat, and here I am. I'm rambling this morning, but it's important for me to get across how much this channel means to me, how much this journey to 1,000, 1,001, 1,002, 1,003 is. And nothing on the planet is going to stop me. Nothing. So I hope this video strikes you like it strikes me saying it, because I'm getting chills saying all this. And I will be out here tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to surprise you. I'm not going to say where. I'm going to surprise you tomorrow with tomorrow's video. So you need to stay tuned and strap on, because tomorrow is going to shock you. And it's also going to make you stand up and applaud, I think. So stay tuned for tomorrow. And then Sunday, I'm going to do the loop again. And I'm going to do the loop as many times as I can. So I hope y'all have a fantastic day. Don't let anything stop you from what you want to do. Godspeed. Peace.